Hey everyone, in this explainer, we're going to take a look at some really exciting new doors the Lord is opening right now in Latin America. Let's dive in and see what's happening.
So that's the big question we're facing, right? What do you do when a new door opens? We're exploring several new potential partnerships that could really expand our global mission. It's a question of faith, of strategy, and honestly, of how we respond when we see God working in these new and kind of unexpected ways.
And this right here, this is a direct invitation from the Global Partnerships team. This isn't just some update to keep you in the loop, it's a real request to join them in prayer, right from the very beginning of this journey. We want to seek wisdom together before any final decisions are made.
Okay, let's get into the specifics. Our first stop is Central America. We're seeing new doors fly open in El Salvador, Honduras, and Costa Rica. And we're going to start in El Salvador because there's this amazing story of organic growth that began in a really simple way. So check this out. It all started in a Christian school. A couple from Panama began working there as chaplains. And in just 1 year, the Lord has just incredibly blessed their work. But their ministry, it didn't stop with the students. What happened was the ministry to the students just naturally overflowed to their parents. Before they knew it, they were holding Monday evening services, which led to baptisms, and now there's a really clear vision to plant a brand new Free Will Baptist church. So we're currently figuring out how we can best partner with what God is already doing there on the ground. Okay, now let's hop over to Honduras and Costa Rica. The opportunity here looks a little different. It's all about coming alongside Free Will Baptist churches that are already there. In Honduras, the goal is to help their 4 or 5 preaching points really grow and mature into their own self-sustaining churches. And then in Costa Rica, a local church actually reached out to us, saying they're eager to partner so they can expand the work in their country. But the story doesn't stop there. Next, we're heading to the Caribbean and then down into South America. We're going to look at 2 more really unique situations, one in the Dominican Republic and one in Brazil, that just go to show all the different ways our global mission can grow. Over in the Dominican Republic, a group of Free Will Baptists from Virginia saw a really practical need, and they just met it. They started an institute to teach English, which gives students a huge advantage in the job market, and in the process, they've built these incredible relationships in the community. So what started as this amazing local project, well, now they've officially requested a formal partnership with us. Our team just had a visit, and now they're prayerfully and very carefully looking at what that support could look like to help this incredible work flourish even more. And this next one, wow, it just perfectly shows how global and interconnected our church really is today. We have several Cuban pastors who have immigrated to Brazil, and they've settled in states where there are no Free Will Baptist churches at all. So now they're working with our Brazilian association to plant new ones. And get this, one of these pastors feels specifically called to reach the largest Muslim community in all of South America. Just incredible. So after seeing these 5 incredible, but still very new, opportunities, stretching all the way from El Salvador to Brazil, we're left with some really important questions we have to wrestle with. These are the crucial questions the Global Partnerships team is asking right now. But they aren't just questions for a committee to answer. They're really questions for all of us to consider together as we stand in front of these open doors. So how do we answer these big questions? Well, the good news is the answer is actually pretty straightforward, and it's an invitation for every single one of us to play a really vital part. There are 2 keys we can all use to help open these doors. So here's the bottom line. There are 2 simple yet incredibly powerful actions you can take right now. First, pray for wisdom. Please pray with us that our leaders have clarity as they look at each one of these opportunities. And second, give to global partners. Your financial support is what provides the actual tangible resources we need to walk through these open doors. None of this happens on its own. Your partnership, through both prayer and giving, is truly the fuel that will allow us to step forward with confidence and turn all these exciting possibilities into a lasting impact for the kingdom. Thank you so much for taking the time to explore these new opportunities with us. Please, continue to pray with us and consider how you can be a part of this amazing work that God is doing right now in Latin America.